Tadini nginguni na karishi onje na zuo de tani ji skajir ta na de chuchen chati ni ga ngi mce ga nga jamba ga ji zomba mo da shawa mo omgir mo yo ma song tani zonte zuo de tani lopchi shi jo lopchi shi jo tani zuo de skajir shi jo tini ga yin ta skajir shi jo wang de shi na tani nirtena to ta skajir ze yung de ta hajang karche wori to skajir de yang na ta ji yigtugna dodo dandang ge chatang dambaz de njok top ji jan zin nan de murg jha zre hoina dangsang zambolong ge yarkap soso ge rignen da yang pansin jet gonen na zo yigtog ge de gacha skajir ge lamla teni 바로 그 흥운통 그 상로대 예보스도 고시 고탑제다 시탑제도 송아가 대신도는 그 나수 출르가 왕도 신이나 양 추강롱즈다 되니 짐직 바 쟁거 데라 코스토 양다 보즈 쇼고니나 양티 난둔도 예보스 고조 데라야가 뜨인이나 그 나수 머르그 찰립 가르바던 예르급 찰립 가르바 들 고지 잔즈이나 땅 이버드 양노 바로 다르가 디 이게가 람거 양박바즈도 다 비르트죠 가르치고 송아가
amongst my own duties my principal duties the one that regard what I regard as my key tasks are teaching and translation. These are what I regard as the most important tasks in my life. And when it comes to the translation, I regard that it is very important to leave a translation, a written translation mark in a foreign language. If this is translation through translation, I understand translation as a very important medium of communication through between different cultures and different nationalities. Even in terms of world cultural exchanges, we must do so through translation. Likewise, when it comes to religious understanding, to the understanding of Dharma, to the true essence, to conveying the true meaning of Dharma, I understand that it's very important to translate correctly and clearly. And I think also to be able to convey and teach Dharma that transcends national boundaries or national cultures, then one needs to be able to implant these messages in that nation or in that culture's language. So this is why I regard translation very important.
네, nginguni skajurna ta yige gertang ge jirjonde la titsot chi mangboz tangyin ta parchir tani da shichu ne kapna ji de skajur ge yige ge lam ge tare de yige jirji dana 대신 nga ge ji gomzer gonan ra ge ji nyamlen zer gona te zamz ma tok zemen 회나 담 닐로 중앙 여름을 선적거니 되네 잠발아 지 회나 당선가 카버다나 대비전도나 다지 잠발아 등저시게 디모 메빠가 회나 가랑나 요티 담자 잡부 담자 단모 정에다나 다 벌침 닐로 니신르즈 가랑아 되네 이거 지 망잠스 다르가 시요
So I pay specific attention to the written translation. I regard it one of the most significant things, duties of my life. And as such, that I spend most of the evenings I dedicated towards translation and towards my own dharmic practice, like meditative practices. So mostly, all my evenings are dedicated towards these two activities. In the activity, I have taken a private pledge not to be distracted by other activities. For instance, I would not spend time contacting other people or contacting other people on mobile phones or anything of that kind. But for 15 years now, at least about 15 years, every evening I have dedicated to these two activities, especially written translation.
Testavi, Gajir Yigirshiki, Nala Gershik Zirko, Nanjaga, Nipa Testavando, and Yeder Namangatsu, Oyergo, Keba Ginin Chumperziki, the Pemajam Keba Chimbore. The Congo songs Ganana Chezakazena, Mungu Churgir da Loza, Tamchik Gajana, Togungatsu, Da, Dan Trujima Chonchons the Gastanga, Tanich Do, Shmerze, that's how you Katsan did you, where not Tariga, Tamba Gata, Get Timoyon, so Tama, then stuff chick the statue of you and the Mungi Loza Tamchik Gajandre. That song, deep sick the Sunions, Yena, Ni, Tommy Nerkip, that a Yigig, the Skagirshi, Chiron, and the Shiku and Della, Gershik Zerkona Dragon, Nipa Hajan Chimbos Tonyo. Chirizena, Ni Murgandana, Tejandana, Jango Somnos Gorgonina, Tang Niberjangi on the Yigig Lamka Korko Marto, them, Yigig Lamka Makona, the Jambasaka, Taranker Kachas Shadner, and the Tezams, Kasna Deranga Matamchik, Paruru Somnota, Demato, the Yelanjagona, Hachan, Tariger, Kevin is Kiro Padre.
My motivation, one of the my sort of inspiration to translate came through the great scholar Gendren Chumpeo. He said something very brief, and this statement really sort of gave me the motivation to translate, to undertake translations, written translations. And he said somewhere that because of the great efforts and diligence of great Tibetan translators, the great Tibetan translators and masters, because of them, a Tibetan practitioner can get to learn and study and immerse in the scriptures of Sutra and Tantra on just a single mat, in a single sitting. And he said, he made a remark like that, and that remark became a motivation for me to undertake translation. I think this is definitely vital. Without translation, without the medium and the sort of mediation, this medium of translation, I think it's very difficult to communicate with other cultures and to import with other also cultural knowledge.
Yigirgo, Tani Kurum Chokum Yonsurti, Zirkonanjago, Tistavi, Ta Sheribundo, Niso Sanlotana, Ta Yikir Janda, Rini Jangertang, Semla, Chitako Samga. Chirizena, Dansan, Tachisu Loprachimunana, Yang Atsuk, the Sonchu, Tamba Mon, Huerian Mon Yonje. Tejandana, Natari Jerk Monsona, Tinana, Renton Kanchakanana, Chin Tongchin Shi, than Tamba Mond, Red than two, Dari, Alawan Zamzere, Alawan Tinana Yoni, Nandunto, Natsu Dari, Roa Mi, Semgri, Gilla Dari, Pantona, Alawan Te, Rentana Dambazre. Garte, Alawan Gonazika, Shutso, the Doctor Shena, and the Titunte, Natsu Merpenti, Mutamchik Sema, Tal Lun Matabji Janzina. Так ты мурзир жанцк та 그 чабраме партабари та ты на инчиминчи ngацуина так ты чи самло ганронз иннан жага ты херп ганронз да рангыр дилалаг жод тэнги халерти ка карчимбозре самгаю.
I understand that the wisdom of translation, when you have this experience of translation, then you realize that you learn so the wisdom of others or other cultures through translation, and that gives that becomes that very effective mode of communication. Otherwise, we do have, if we go around, for instance, around in Europe and around here, you have great scriptures and old texts on display. which I think is very important to preserve these Dharmic texts so well. But I think the most important thing is not to have it on display or in a museum or something. The most important is to get to learn what is within it, what's inside it. And that learning, that to be able to learn what's hidden within a scripture comes through translation.
당선거 내급나이나 그 харныб 다 네처 저도 하장 첨보라와 다링이 공도샤바리 드니 차킨 하장 두고서거니 차킨 하장 가르쳐대로이나 차차르 모요사레 다 가르쳐대로는 주 보이르나이나 자가 사자강나이나 레뉴르고나 레이고건 말에 드니 레 녹강라고 뇨산나 초그레 레타나 델라테니 맞춘 조아 말라 양 띠잠고 디킷 다리 때 탑고요 말에 양 샘는 거 욕자다 샘는 거 난데 가르쳐대로 지망스 조고지 뒤로 무스라서 그거
As I said earlier, both in the East and West, there has been many dramatic changes has been taking place. With it, there's also many opportunities, many facilities in terms of material facilities. There's quite a diverse and plentiful of it. And even if we think of inside Tibet, if you want a certain kind of clothing or material, one gets to get all kinds of a diverse form of material in terms of clothing. But with these facilities, there's a discomfort, there's an unease of the mind comes with it. So not necessarily that we're mentally in a happy status.
다 데이터가 뒤로텔라양 맞수 워치 나왔던 제기원도 카르선테랑 드니 카르쇼고 마이난다 너쇼고 마이난다 드니 뭐카 참말라 판바 토저거나 깐르다 인나야 조 지금 샘급 쇼다나 대전도 맞수 등을그 쇼나 뭐모모즈가 그 판토고연제 캬버등 잉원이나 드니 다 너쇼고 지금 유럽고 쇼고 미 샘컴 당네서 자가 nga charji tezem metana tar yanok ko shogdana tene dare asia ko shog ta momboz ko tene semnan ga chi dingurun radang monja momboz ko ta one jane ko chi nawa sanji pichu khabarda yang chi wogi nangtan da ta rigbi hajang tak ji jan zgen na te tak zoba dana chanri ki chirtar tak ji jan zgen na tela nupa me pazda ta nga chu ranga khapshi zamz maim ba gane tung ongutok ko rachud yong 대등 잡아찬 되네 지금 따때 릉거 지금 샘라 서라 냠슬랭기 잔지나 뭐뭐즈 그 리당 샘거 등을 다리 샘조시들이 따때 있나 지금 닝군이 있나 미 총총즈 그 삼바 침보즈 종에다나 지금 更다리양나 딴도 초 머리가 장가 다리 까토아 저는 있나 되네 지금 거기나 야나 거간도 초 다리가 다 지금 스카릭 침보다는 머리 몽원즈래 대름기 마원을 끝나다 다가 인지 라속 봤더니 다 멍멍보즈가 판 톡시치었었네 그 ರಂ기 지금 다 삼천은 로티모레 막도제면 네 지금 저리야다 지금 총거 제다나더니 지금 냔작가 제다나 김슨 잔다 아무기러잔 참 요 말에
and Tibetan Buddhism, and in this sort of age of plentiful material, plentiful and mental unease, Tibetan Buddhism seems to be quite beneficial to mind as well as to alleviate suffering. I can't say that in the West, and of course I can say it helps everyone. I can say that, and also in terms of the West, I don't have that much experience. But in terms of Asia, I have a certain degree of experience, and I can say that it really does help people alleviate certain mental stress and deal with their life problems. And also, when we look at Buddhism, especially Tibetan Buddhism, it is not something that cannot be questioned. It is a religion, a philosophy that can subject to analytical reasoning, that can be subject to critical questioning. And through this critical questioning, analytical reasoning, and we seems to be finding that a beneficial aspect of Tibetan Buddhism. And this is why I undertake translations. I'm a minor, a small person, but with a big ideal, thinking that if I get to translate, get to communicate, convey these messages, it would benefit people. And especially if I could translate this into other languages, especially I translate it into the Chinese language, and Chinese is spoken by a large population and by lots of peoples in a way. So that's why my intention to translate, to undertake Chinese translations is for this reason. And maybe through Chinese translations, it could be translated into English language and so on and so forth. It is through this intention to benefit others and to convey the other benefiting effect and impact of Buddhism, Tibetan Buddhism. This is my intention. And otherwise, of course, it's not a financial gain, it's not my intention, or reputation is not my intention.